Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good morning. Greetings to all of us. Considering that the time for new teaching is very close, we simultaneously evaluate the academic schedule of the IKIP Siliwangi campus. First of all, I would like to thank the Wakil Rector and the head of study program and other. To shorten the time, let's start today's meeting. To Wakil Rektor 1 at least.
Okay, thank you for the opportunity, Ibu Rektor. So in this meeting, I would like to discuss about the problem that Wakil Rektor 1 face today. So before the pandemic, everything goes normally, plans and work program runs as they should. But then the pandemic period that we have been through for about 2 years, it is born in new habits of new teaching learning process, which is in its application, there are still many problems that will be delivered by each division leader. However, one thing that is most noticeable is that collaboration among the student, teacher, and also the staff starting to be faded. So it is causing a lot of wrong miscommunication. So to solving this problem, I recommend regular evaluation of educators and also the staff to minimize miscommunication to the students. So that's all for me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for the Wakil Rektor 1, then to Wakil Rektor 2.
Okay, thank you for the opportunity, Miss. Before the pandemic, the initial condition is teaching and learning activity was done in the class directly. The meeting is done by face-to-face method between the lecturer and the students. But after the pandemic in 2020, teaching and learning activity is done by online via Zoom meeting, which the students and the lecturer meet virtually. They are doing the meeting in their homes, and we didn't get a serious problem at the end, at the first time we do this, but after a year, there are a lot of students that is not answering while the lecturer asks them via Zoom. Meanwhile, their account is logging into the Zoom. But, we suspected that some of them are leaving the meeting and not paying attention to the class. And the solution is, I think, we should do an offline learning for 2 weeks a day per 4 classes. Maybe that's it. Thank you, Miss.
Okay, thank you Wakil Rektor 2. Next for financial staff.
Okay, thank you for opportunity. I am as a financial department.
Sorry for the financial staff, the microphone is mute.
I'm sorry. Okay, thank you for the opportunity to deliver our I'm as a financial department. The initial condition before the pandemic were various tasks such as managing financial, processing financial, and compiling financial reports, examining evidence of financial transaction running smoothly. Even semester payments went quite smoothly. Not too many students made late payment, and before the pandemic, problems in payment could be carried out face-to-face with the financial department. And after the pandemic, there were problems, the most prominent of which was the increasing delay in semester payments, resulting in unstable finance. And the problem solving of this problem is to avoid the spread of COVID-19. I suggest that all payments can be implemented via bank transfer, and to make payment easier, not only in bank transfers, but also through dana transfers. Because the pandemic causes the family's financial condition to be unstable, So we have to easy payments by giving a few % discount or providing assistance in the form of semester payments to students whose families experience a financial decline due to the pandemic. And to avoid late payments, the payment system can be done with an installment system that is paid monthly. Okay, that's all for me. Thank you for giving me the opportunity.
Okay, thank you for financial staff. Next to postgraduate director.
Thank you for rector the opportunity. In my division, before pandemic, have many registrants to continue their study, but in pandemic have decreased the registrant. Most of them have problem in economic. So I think my solution to increase registrant, I hope campus can reduce study costs and prepare scholarships for students who want to continue their student. From postgraduate director, I think enough. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for postgraduate director. And then to mathematics study program.
Okay, thank you for. Now, I will tell you about the condition of teaching and learning activities before the COVID-19 pandemic was very effective. Students carry out face-to-face learning activities in campus. In addition, in tutoring activities conducted by mathematics study program for junior and senior high school students can run well in each week. But the problem is the online learning activities are still less effective in their implementation, so students are less than optimal in learning. In addition, with the COVID-19 pandemic, tutoring activities held for junior and senior high school students were forced to be dismissed. So based on the problem, I recommend to applying hybrid learning. By applying it, students can do face-to-face learning activities in the campus by obeying health protocols. Although these learning activities are carried out alternately, we hope that students can be more enthusiastic in learning and learning can run effectively. In addition, for tutoring activities, we can hold it once a week with a total of 10 students in. I think that's all for me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for mathematics study program. And then to Indonesia study program.
Okay, thank you for giving me opportunity. So I would like to tell, as we know it, our students have participated in online learning for 2 years, and online learning is still applied until today. And the problem is our students are getting bored with online learning, and then many students have internet network problem because the government has reduced quota assistance subsidies for the past few months. Okay, for that reason, we as representatives of the Indonesia Study Program would like to suggest a solution to this problem. The solution is to hold hybrid learning or combination of online and offline learning. So students who live near campus can take face-to-face learning, while those outside the city use online learning. But on the condition that all students and lecturers have been vaccinated. However, what must be noted is that the hybrid learning method is carried out alternately and applies health protocols. Okay, that's all for us. Thank you very much.
Thank you for Indonesian study program. And then to English education study program.
Okay, thank you for the opportunity. In English education study program, before the pandemic, teaching and learning activities on campus were carried out as usual according to the existing schedule. As we know, during the pandemic, we carry out learning from home or online learning, but it is not yet fully effective for both students or lecturers. And the solution, I think, after approximately 2 years of the English study program carrying out online learning, I suggest that face-to-face learning on campus be held at least once a month for a full week so that learning is more effective and students can meet and study directly with lectures of all subjects, but still maintains health protocol. Okay, that's all for us. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for English education study program. And then next to counseling guidance study program.
Okay, thank you, Miss, for the opportunity. So, in initial condition, before the COVID-19 pandemic, teaching and learning activities were very effective according to the schedule that have been arranged. With students coming directly to campus and studying directly on campus, as well as a program from study counseling guidance that provide counseling service for students from the other study program. So from the problem faced at this time are existence of a new semester and the presence of new students. The online learning system doesn't seem to be fully implemented in this new semester. And the next problem is the counseling program from counseling guidance student, which doesn't continue during this pandemic. So from the problem solving, I suggest one way to solve the problem is to apply hybrid learning, in which students will take turns up to participate in online and offline learning. For example, in one class there are 30 students and 15 students will learn directly in class and 15 students take part in learning online. Then the program from the counseling students themselves can be reinstated, but it is possible online with student register via Google Form and then choosing the counseling schedule to be carried out. Maybe that's all for me. Thank you, Miss.
Thank you for counseling guidance. Next to pendidikan masyarakat studi program.
Okay, thank you, Miss, for the opportunity. From Pendidikan Masyarakat Study Program, initial conditions, learning conditions to the pandemic era of college study activities were very effective in accordance with the learning design and a set schedule. The problem of online learning is creating a student's habit of following long-distance learning. In this case, there are problems in its division, especially the teachers' communication and the students' own, and causes the students' growing domain during online learning. And the solution in addressing this problem, we will often do a learning evaluation every 1 month, aim at boost returns to activity students and good communication with the lecturer. Maybe enough for me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for pendidikan masyarakat and then to pendidikan guru sekolah dasar studi program.
Okay, thank you. For pendidikan guru sekolah dasar, the condition of teaching learning activities on campus were carried out as usual according to the existing schedule. And the GST program has the same problem as other programs related to teaching learning process. For solutions, we agree on the solution given by the mathematics program, that is to applying hybrid learning process. Student can choose between participating online or directly, and student can do face-to-face learning activities on campus by obeying health protocols. Okay, that's all for me. Thank you.
Thank you for PGSD and then to PG PAUD to the program.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Now I will explain about initial condition before pandemic in Prodi PG PAUD. Learning activities are offline or face-to-face directly between student and lecturer. Learning activities in the village is a mandatory activity. Use the classroom for each class, direct assignment, and collection of tasks in the form of hard file. After the pandemic, learning activities has been carried out online, carrying out the learning process through online platforms such as Zoom or Google Meet. Do not use the real classroom. Assignments are done through Google Classroom and task collection in the form of soft file. Suggestion for learning activities after online learning conducted online for about 2 years. We should start face-to-face learning again by requiring safe and comfortable health protocols. Students can get an education like before. At least we start gradually with a shorter time than before the pandemic. Okay, thank you. Maybe that's all from PG PAUD's study program.
Okay, thank you for PG PAUD. And then to canteen division.
Okay, thank you. The initial condition before the pandemic, IKIP Siliwangi canteen is always crowded with students, starting from packaged drinks, fresh drinks, snacks, even heavy foods are almost always sold out. The diversity of various foods and drinks sold in the canteen IKIP Siliwangi becomes the attraction of students and the people around IKIP Siliwangi. But because of the pandemic, there was a significant change. People worry when they leave home, including to campus. Most people today prefer to make their own food at home or use online messaging service to buy food. This makes trades in the canteen IKIP Siliwangi experience a decrease in revenue. Solving the problem of this by joining the online food and beverage service. That way, the food and drinks in the canteen IKIP Siliwangi can appear in online messaging service. So, it can help increase turnover at times like this. In addition, the diversity of food and beverage and flavors served must have characteristics that will make buyers reorder in the online IKIP Siliwangi canteen. That's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you to all of the staff who attended today's meeting. So as a leader, I agree that this school years there will be a teaching and learning process using the face-to-face method and complying with the health protocol. And I agree if there is a semester we cut to reduce the burden on student. For today's meeting, I suffice and thank you again. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.